have to start putting it together.
Currently we have one out of the two bikes put together already. Gotta put together your bike, Dad.
Yep, we do. And then we're on our way to Stillwater.
Okay, Dad, you ready? Yep. Let's go. Alrighty, so now we are starting to bike ride and we are officially starting our trek to New York. Woo! Alrighty, so now we're just starting on the, what's the trail called again?
Minnehaha Trail.
We're starting on the Minnehaha Trail, and this is a trail that's going to lead us to the main trail, which we're going to take to New York. Say hi, Dad.
Hello.
Yay.
We're getting there.
Wah!
Slowly.
Very slowly. We just got lost, and for 3 miles we were just biking around the city wondering where were we.
It's on about every 6 months. The stories just keep coming around.
So my dad and I just arrived at Wildcat Campground in Brownsville, Minnesota, and as you can see in the background, we're right by the Mississippi River. Such a nice view. It's really pretty here, and we're about to set up our tent. We just moved the picnic table. It was originally over there, but there's a bunch of anthills, so we couldn't set up our tent. So then we decided to move it out here, and we're gonna set up our tent right next to the picnic table. Alrighty, so now I'm just walking out to the Mississippi River. I'm gonna feel the temperature of it. This is currently our 4th day of biking, and we've biked about 200 miles, so I'm pretty impressed about that. I'm on the beach, time to feel the water. Let me just take off my glove first. Let's see. Ooh, that water feels nice. It's a little bit cold, but in a refreshing cold way. We stopped here at a gas station to stop and get some lunch and some water because for the next 30 miles there's not going to be much of anything until we get to the hotel. We just stopped at a gas station to get lunch. We are currently in Horse Falls or Lansing? I think we're in Lansing. It's just a small look around. Pretty nice here. You know what they say, sing America one small town at a time. Alright, so we're currently eating lunch right now. Got some bread. Anything you want to say, Dad?
Nope.
We have a detour after this. Nice 10-mile detour. So we are currently biking the last 10 miles to the hotel. Today's been a really long and crazy day biking. Because it was originally supposed to be a 51 mile bike, but now it's a little bit longer than that because there was a 6-mile detour, and the detour was over a bunch of bumpy hills, and that was kind of hard. But we got through it, and now we're on some flatter ground, about 10 miles away from the motel where we're staying tonight. A very long, treacherous way up. It was terrible. And right now there's a lot of farms around us, a lot of corn, wheat, and cows. We can smell them. We have a nice tailwind, which is good because for a while we've just been getting a headwind. So currently we're almost at Connie Campground. We actually went about 30 miles further than we expected because it's been pretty flat today, and there's a really nice tailwind which is pushing us along. So we just figured we're gonna go further. Yesterday we broke the GoPro stick. Stick fell in between the bike. Took a little bit of time to get out, but we eventually got it out, but sadly the bottom section of it broke off. So we're currently leaving Muscatine, Iowa, which has been a very nice city. Of course, a lot of people, so we were able to stock up on a few supplies. And we are currently at the border of Iowa and Illinois, and this bridge, as soon as we cross the bridge, we'll be in Illinois. There's Mississippi. We've been riding pretty much along the lines of the Mississippi River, and now today we're going to start biking east now. We just biked 40 miles through cornfields, and we came across the small town of Henry, which is where we're staying tonight. But first we have to cross the Illinois River, which is right in front of us.
Took a short rest near a graveyard, but it had a nice cool tree, so we took advantage of that. Ate some Cliff Bars and drank some water. We're on the road again, and I think behind us you can see that there's a lot of big windmills around here, which is nice. It's good to see Illinois is doing its part and creating some green energy. So we've been enjoying looking at the windmills as we go by them. However, we've had some 90-degree days, 90-plus degree days. And although we like the sun, 90 degrees in cornfields makes for a very hot mix. And sort of wearing us down a little bit. Thought it would be cooler, thought it would be around in maybe the mid-70s. But we've been dealing with 90-degree weather.
But no, at least it'll be mid-70s tomorrow, hopefully. That's what the weather says.
Yeah. But it looks like we might be fighting some wind tomorrow too. So far, not everything has been in our favor. Thought we would have an easy day today. We were going to take the 116. Thought it was going to be an easy straight route to Ashcombe. Got about 7 miles into it. Next thing we know, there's a sign saying the bridge is out. So we had to pedal back about 5 miles and take a detour, and all in all, it's probably going to cost us an extra 20 miles. Even though the wind's at our back, well, it wasn't when we took the detour, but it is now. Still, extra 20 miles is an extra 20 miles on a bike. It's interesting, and we're glad we're out here doing this.
Yesterday, my dad and I were on a detour to get food and do some laundry since we thought it was going to rain. And this is a building by the hotel we were staying at. I think about a week ago, a tornado hit here. So here's some of the aftermath. This part of the shell got hit, and it's currently being rebuilt. Shattered glass. This is what tornadoes can do. Be careful, kids. So we're currently taking a lunch break right now. We have a nice, nutritious lunch of chocolate ice cream and raspberries. So right now we are in Ashcombe, Illinois, and tomorrow we'll be crossing the border into Indiana. It'll be in the Eastern time zone. Currently I'm staying in the park that's in the middle of the city. It's pretty nice. Like, they have the bathrooms. You just have to call ahead for them to open it up. They really have no problem with you staying in the park. It's a pretty relaxing day. We biked about 50 miles. We're gonna go a little bit further today, but there was a bridge we were supposed to cross, and the bridge was like there was construction, so we had to take a 20-mile detour. I mean, the wind was with us, but 20 miles is 20 miles. Still don't want to do extra miles. So currently I'm just here. We're about to go to sleep soon. We actually just got interviewed by someone from the newspaper. Today while we were biking, we met some other bikers that were by, like when we were taking a rest, some bikers came up and we met them, and we're currently staying with them tonight in the park because we both were going to the same destination. The other bikers are pretty nice, and so we're just camping together for the night. During the course of this trip, we've met many people, and tomorrow it's going to be halfway through our bike trip. We've done about 700 miles right now in about 12 or 13 days. So tomorrow will be at our halfway point. And people that we've met so far have been really nice to us. They've let us stay in the park here. They've given us directions. They've just been amazing. Like, we got to meet a few interesting people too. Like today we got to meet the mayor who came to unlock the bathrooms for us. And we also got to meet a newspaper reporter. If you guys are interested in seeing adventures, more adventures from my dad and I, obviously stay tuned. We'll try to post like more videos like this every time we go on an adventure, so if you're interested, subscribe down below. Maybe I should try to start an account for this or something.
Well, we're currently going through the small town of Defiance in Ohio. You can see all the small shops. Very nice. Looks like a vibrant downtown area, which is good to see.
Ohio. We crossed the border yesterday, so it's our second day in Ohio, and it's way more scenic here than it is in the other, than it was before. Before it was a lot of cornfields and soy, and now there's a lot of more small towns which are very pretty, and the small towns back in Illinois and Iowa, they were nice, but most of them were kind of deserted. Some of the stores were closed. It just wasn't as pretty as it is here. And then also we're starting to ride by a river, so I'm hoping to get some really nice scenic shots. It's really pretty around here, I have to say. The miles go by way faster when you're in beautiful scenery. So we have currently biked about 850 miles as of end of the day yesterday. Today we should be at 900 miles, and that means in 2 more days we'll be at 1,000 miles, which I'm pretty excited. I mean, 1,000 miles is a lot. But we're not done yet. I mean, as of right now, we have about 500 miles left before we finish our 1,400 mile journey. We're currently taking a small break. We're currently in Florida, Ohio. We live in Florida, so this is sort of weird. My dad and I are currently in Grand River, Ohio, and it's really nice here. It's in a nice small town, and we're gonna stop here for some lunch. Lake Erie, yeah. Dad and I just passed the Cleveland sign, and we're about to go into Cleveland, Ohio.